In the vast and perfumed labyrinth of the Ottoman Imperial Harem, where marble floors echoed with soft footsteps and secrets moved faster than silk veils, power was often born not on the battlefield, but in shadowed chambers lined with gold and prayer. Here, behind latticed windows and guarded doors, a quiet girl rose from obscurity into history. Her name was Şehsuvar Sultan, not a warrior queen, not a ruler in her own right, yet her bloodline would one day sit upon the throne of the world's most formidable empire. She was the mother of Sultan Osman III, the forgotten son who would become sultan after decades of confinement. And her life, like a candle glowing in the darkness of the palace, tells a story of resilience, sacrifice, and a mother's silent endurance in a system designed to erase women as quickly as it elevated them. Şehsuvar Sultan's early life vanishes into the same historical mist that surrounds most women of the Ottoman harem. What we know is wrapped in respectful silence and palace record whispers. Most scholars agree she was of Serbian, Circassian, or possibly Greek origin, born sometime in the late 17th century, far from the domes of Istanbul and the call to prayer echoing over the Bosphorus. Like countless others, she was taken into the imperial palace system as a concubine, a girl stripped of past identity, and renamed, reshaped, reborn into a world where survival meant obedience, intelligence, and emotional restraint. But within this sill-caged existence, Şehsuvar possessed something rare, quiet strength. She entered the service of Sultan Mustafa II, a warrior ruler struggling to hold an empire trembling under military defeats and political unrest. And soon, among the dozens of women of the court, she caught his attention. In 1699, she gave birth to a prince, Valide Osman, the child who would one day emerge from confinement to wear the crown of the Ottomans. With his birth, her life changed forever. In the Ottoman system, motherhood was not just devotion, it was strategy and destiny. To give birth to a prince meant elevation, but also danger. Every prince was a potential sultan. Every prince was also a threat to others. When Sultan Mustafa II was deposed in 1703 during the Edirne incident, chaos consumed the palace. Princes were often isolated, imprisoned, or sent into internal exile. Valide Osman was taken to the Kafes, the infamous Golden Cage, a luxurious prison for princes, a place where boys grew into men without sunlight, without purpose, without freedom, and a mother watched helplessly. Şehsuvar Sultan, unlike some valid candidates, never ascended during her lifetime to the title of Valide Sultan. Her son would not reach the throne while she lived, yet her entire existence became bound to his survival. Her world narrowed to one truth: he must live. Şehsuvar Sultan lived not in public grandeur but in private endurance. Unlike flamboyant or politically dominant women such as Köksem Sultan or Turhan Sultan, she did not rule through intrigue or command ministers. Her power was quieter. She became known for her piety, restraint, and maternal devotion. She avoided scandal, avoided alliances, avoided ambition that might bring danger upon her son. She was not the fire that consumed. She was the flame that endured. She focused on religious observance, charity, and spiritual instruction. In an age when women of the harem could be pawns or players, Şehsuvar chose survival over spectacle. Yet tragedy would come regardless. She died in 1732, and her son still remained behind the bars of the Kafes, a caged lion waiting unknowingly for a crown that would come decades later. She would never see him rule, never see the throne he was born to inherit, never be called Valide Sultan. But make no mistake, without her endurance, Osman III would never have lived long enough to reign. When Sultan Osman III ascended the throne in 1754, after spending over 50 years imprisoned, he emerged not as a vibrant ruler, but as a hardened, isolated figure shaped by shadows. History often paints him as stern, reserved, suspicious. But behind his cold authority lay a man molded by loneliness, a man whose childhood had been silence, stone walls, and memory of a mother's gentle presence. In the rare moments of sentiment recorded by chroniclers, Osman III would request prayers for his late mother and honor her legacy with modest endowments and remembrances. Though she never lived to rule beside him, her spirit shaped his survival. Şehsuvar Sultan was buried in Istanbul, near the Yeni Mosque complex, among other women who once shaped empires in whispers rather than decrees. Her tomb does not roar with glory. It does not shimmer with power. It rests quietly as she lived, a monument to forgotten devotion. Şehsuvar Sultan's life was not marked by political revolution or violent manipulation, but her importance lies deeper in the human cost of empire. She represents the unseen motherhood behind Ottoman power, the silent sacrifice of royal women, the emotional backbone of dynastic survival, the quiet strength of resilience against erasure. She was the mother of a sultan who waited half a century for freedom. She was a woman who endured a court that thrived on intrigue but chose humility. She was a figure history nearly forgot, yet her bloodline sat upon the throne of one of the world's greatest empires. In the hush of the old palace halls, when chandeliers dim and the muezzin's call floats softly through dusk, one might imagine the silhouette of a woman moving silently through the corridors, not in defiance, not in ambition, but in prayer for a child she would never see crowned. Şehsuvar Sultan did not conquer lands. She did not command armies. Yet she conquered something far more enduring, time itself. In her silence, a dynasty survived. In her endurance, a sultan was born. In her memory, history still echoes the quiet truth. Not all queens rule from thrones. Some rule from the heart. And sometimes the greatest power is the one that never demands to be seen.